Hello everyone, my name is the Rad Man, and we are here for some more Farming Simulator 2017. Just about to finish up fertilizing this field, just got a little bit of it left, and it should get done. Yep, there we go. One thing that I did off camera was, while I was working on harvesting this field, I noticed that this field also had barley in it, so I just bought it with $30,000. That's why I'm down from 90,000, which is what we had at the end of last episode. Also, I'm just driving over here really quickly because we need to top off this fertilizer spreader, and I moved our little fuel trailer so it's more in the middle of the yard, so that when I need to fill up something I can just fill it up there. I will unhook that there. That should finish filling up, right? Yeah, okay, it is. Good. We'll fill this guy up. We also need to fill up this guy. And yeah, I'm considering re-recording that one mowing course now, because, pretty soon we're gonna have to get this refilled. You're full, right? Okay, good. I was worried that this had run out, cause that was quite a bit of money to fill up. But yeah, cause, we need to replace the combine pretty soon. It's getting pretty stinking old. Oh, that is a weird way to have flails. Huh. I think that's just because they're dirty. Yeah. There's a lot of dirt in this thing. But yeah, anyway. Now we're putting around $880 worth of damage, since this field is now included. So what we're gonna do is, I know that this field is quite expensive to buy, so we're probably not gonna buy it. And the problem is that to get a lot of grass out of this field here, we pretty well need to own this field too. We at least now own this field. That's gonna be quite a bit more grass. But the problem is that it's not really worth doing it unless you have quite a large course to run, just because it takes up a lot of time. So I've considered selling stuff instead, because if we have a bigger combine, it'll make the harvests go faster. Also, the game just updated, so we might go check on missions, because it did say that there was something different about missions. Let's see. 6,000 for 15 minutes. That does seem like a little bit better. Let's look at a place that we actually would be buying pretty soon. These three are all the same guy. So I guess the next place that we'd logically expand to is this place. And by expand, I mean do a mission. Is this seeding? Yeah, that's seeding. So I'm not sure if this is another field that we'd need to buy to do that course, because anything up along here you can see there's still some old hay here from that original course that I haven't run more than once. The problem is, though, is that it's very random what it does and doesn't let you cut there. And I haven't really found any other good places for doing hay. And though it is nice to make 50,000 off of right here. You do only make that once per harvest. So I would like to check the prices, because I'm going to be planting. I have planted soybeans, and soybeans are actually up right now, because even the prices that are going down, they're all relatively high. Like, look at this. Like, if 1,500 and going down at the Maplefield Mill is bad, then I want that price. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to save the game here, and then we're going to speed up time, because I usually speed up time just to see if any great demands come. So that was 15 something. So let's see if this actually goes up above it. We'll also want to see when this gets grown again, because we'll set our guy on the mower mowing when that gets done. Let's also just keep an eye on the prices, because 15, 12, 13, 12. We also need to get a corn head, but I'd rather, like I've said before, I'd rather get a bigger combine first. For 18. So prices are relatively good. Oh, sorry. I hope you guys couldn't hear that too bad. But yeah, like I said, prices are good. They're just not very high. Like, wool is great, except we don't have that much of it because I already sold that was sitting up at the spinnery. Let's see though. 6.98. Oh, that's a pretty good wheat price. 14.49. Ooh, for some reason the Maplefield Mill is taking a hit on most of its prices. Like, look how fast that canola price is going down. I mean, I'm considering quitting the game, and then we can slow down time now. Let's see, what does it look like now? So it looks like we would be wise to go back in time and sell to the Maplefield Mill. That's actually soybeans. I said canola, I meant soybeans. Though, let's actually quit the game. Hopefully this won't mess up the recording. We're still going to be cutting out the harvest, but I'm going to also try to, I'm going to try to have it be so that I record like maybe 2 hours of video for 1 hour of actual YouTube video, because I know not the episode that went up most recently compared to today, which is the 11th. I know that the episode that went up the most recently, which was I think episode 7 or 8. Actually, no, it was episode 9, because that and episode 10, I believe, were the two that were, two-parter kind of. So that one went up. So yeah, this one is at 1540. So that's good. So if we can get as much soybeans over there as we can, we'll actually be good. And we actually already have a course that goes over there. So let's see. There should be a 2-train one somewhere. Oh, I might not have actually made that yet. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, 2-train. Really? Yes, okay, so we do have a 2-train one. I wasn't actually sure. Oh, that's funny. So the unloading 3 course, which is for those 2 fields, that one just happens to line up with this one. We need to take... let's see. So we're going to take soybeans. Is there anything else that we need to take over there really quickly? Well, my nose is still stuffed up. I am feeling at least a little better. That's good. Okay, so Maplefield Mill. They do have a good one on corn, except we only have that little bit of corn, so it's probably not worth selling. And if we're going to sell canola, we're obviously not going to sell it to the Maplefield Mill. That is official already. I don't know why on earth it's doing that. Because I was going to say it shouldn't have any offset or anything. That was weird. Anyway, so let's see. How many loads is that? That's going to be... Is it going to be only one more load? Let's find out. Because if it gets to 21, it's only one more load. Okay, so we'll have one more load left and barely anything left. But it's a good thing we're doing soybeans, I guess. So we'll let him get over there. And while we're waiting for him, we'll get the train. Okie dokie. This is the one we need, so let's pull it back over. And then I think after that we might send... I'm considering selling the canola if we don't get enough money Because the thing about selling like wheat and stuff is that unless it's on a great demand, you only make 10 or 12,000 per load. And while we do have a lot of it, we need like 160. I think the price that we got that tractor for was very similar to what a new combine costs. Yeah, because we could have either bought a tractor or a combine, and we chose a tractor. So we might, if we can get 200,000, we might go with this guy. Of course, I do need to repair the combine and see how much it sells for. That is one thing I should have thought of a little earlier, though, was seeing like if the price is always the same after you repair it, or if it does very slowly go down no matter what you do. That's probably something I would test in a test world, and I still come in way too fast into this station. So we'll stop here and we'll just put it in that biggest car. Anything in here yet? No. How close are we to getting something delivered? Okay, we apparently just did. Okay, that's weird. See, yeah, so it'll be able to get full again. That's good. So I guess we'll just wait in the train. I always do that. I always go to the wrong train. And supposedly you're supposed to be able to actually go backwards through the vehicle list. I cannot for the life of me, though, remember the key binding for that. So I haven't done it yet. Anyway, let's get on here. So we should see some soybeans. I don't think I went far enough. I think I was looking at canola and thinking of it as soybeans is what happened. And then what we should be able to do is when we know for sure that the wagon has unloaded, we should be able to just go again. Because we can look at our map and see that it is obviously back at the farm. And as long as we don't see any error messages, we see error messages. Great. I'll probably have to remake this course then. I don't know what it is about this course that it thinks it needs to do that. It's supposed to like be a little smarter than that. Yeah, because that's weird. If I start it to go to the nearest waypoint, it works, but if it actually runs the course, it doesn't. I'm getting a really bad stuffy nose, so I'm gonna be back after it's loaded the train, and I might even just drive the train over to the Maplefield Mill. Because I'll overshoot it quite a bit, I'm guessing. So, I'll be right back. Oops, the wrong button. Hello, everybody. I am back. So, we just barely got to the station. So, let's see how much we make. Because I believe, yeah, the price is still okay. It was going down. But we did make $64,000. Of course, this guy's slipping, so we're gonna get him off that. Let's actually see how much the combine will sell for. Okay, so if we repair this and repair the header for about $1,000, how much will we get for this guy if we take it to the shop? So we'll get 83,000 and 10,000. So that'll be it'll be over $200,000. So I think we are gonna sell this guy. The only thing to think about after that is okay. So since the prices, wait a second, what? Okay, yeah. So since the prices were pretty well okay for everything, I'm gonna speed up time. And we are going to start this mowing once it gets ready, and that way we can buy a bigger combine without actually needing as much money, or like we can buy a bigger combine because we'll make about 60,000 off of this guaranteed. Good. So I really need to sneeze for some reason. So we need big mowing 1. Good. And then we'll unfold this. And yeah, for some reason I can never get this to work quite right. So I usually just end up having to manually do about this much of it in fieldwork mode. And then when we get up here to this turn, I just start turning as close as I can, and then I have it keep going. There we go. So we'll be making more money now. So how about we'll take this guy, since it's pretty powerful, and we'll go run the combine over to the shop, because like I said, we're definitely gonna sell it. It'll just be whether or not we're going to have any money left over afterwards, or whether we'd need to sell more grain to have money. Because we'll obviously have to compare the stats that we have now to the stats that we could have. One thing to keep in mind, though, is if we do decide to get a corn header, we will need to buy a cultivator, because I'm definitely not using a plow. Okay, I'm definitely not using a plow as you know what I mean. I'm not gonna use that tiny little plow if we do corn, so we'll also have to invest in a bigger cultivator. Actually, we don't even have a cultivator. We'd have to invest in a cultivator. Now, unfortunately, the only thing about doing this, of course, is that the next tier, all the other tiers of combines don't even fit on this. But that's what course plays for. So, let's see, farm to shop. Oops, farm to shop. There we go. So, we'll hook onto this guy real quick eventually. And now we'll actually see if this is a route that will work well. There we go. Sorry I keep coughing. Like I said, I'm still a little bit sick. There we go. Oh, stop, you flipping thing. You know what I decided? We're just gonna drop this combine over here. And since I know that the next tier of combine can't even use this trailer, we're just gonna pull the trailer over here and unhook it, because if I know that we can't use it, why am I hauling it over here on that? So we'll just get this guy on that one. Let's see, farm to shop. Whoops, I loaded the wrong one. There we go. So we'll have him start going. Wrong type of course, my friend. There we go. And yeah, now that guy will be on his way. We'll take this off so that we don't have to look at that all day. And yeah, eventually he'll get down there. And yeah. So the next thing I guess we need to consider is we'll probably just ride over with that guy. But be looking at the shop just so we know where it is. Let's see, so we are using this guy. 6340, 6400, 8600. So this guy would be the next good one as far as actually like grain tank capacity. This guy would be a little better than that, because it seems like the bigger the price jump, the better the combine is. The pretty well up to here is in our price range, and all of these are too much because we're definitely not going to have that much money. Let's see though. So I believe that it's this Power Stream one goes on the 595, and it has a 7-meter header. So the 595 is this guy. So if we spend an extra $12,000, let's see what the other header was. So this is for the 595. This, oops. Wait a second. That's for the 595. That's for the Activa. Okay, this is something that confused me a lot, because for some reason the combine's headers don't go in the size of the combine's grain tank. They just go by the header. So we actually might want to buy the Activa because its header is 0.6 meters bigger than that. Is this for the MF Activa? Maybe. These ones are always hard to tell what they actually go on. Does that say Activa? Yeah, so this one is probably the one that they want you to put on the Activa. That's a 6 meter. And I'm guessing this is for the Activa? Okay, that's for a lot of them. So this set of headers, excluding this one, would be for that combine. So that's 38,000. That's actually not too bad a price for that size of header. So we're definitely gonna sell this guy. Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that little delay. Let's sell this. So we get 100,000 for it. So what was our price if we didn't bring it here? So it added $17,000. That's awesome. I also found a glitch where you have to kind of go away from the sell button to actually make it work sometimes. So let's come back. And we have 237,000. Let's see. So I think we're gonna get the Activa because it has a bigger header, and the grain tank difference is only 4,000, so that's not that big a deal. It doesn't have any options, so buy it. Of course, the game has decided to crash. What that's about, because it also did that when I was buying, not right when I bought it, but when I was buying the that cow thing, that a few episodes ago we had it crash then too. But luckily I saved. Now, if Steam will open, that's going to be another story. I'll be right back. Hello everybody, I am back. So for some reason, I actually recorded me buying this, and for some reason the video was like completely pitch black. Like I don't know why, but like it was so dark you couldn't see anything. And then I did a hay harvest because I figured out that we needed another, I think it was 8,000 to afford the header. And if you don't remember, the reason that we bought this one, I might not have even talked about it. I might have only talked about it in the video that got deleted. But basically, we got it because it uses this free flow. So we'll buy the free flow. And now we have $65,000 left. Now to get into doing corn with this, it uses this Diamant HS8, which is $34,000. But to do that, we also need to buy a new cultivator and another sowing machine. So we're not gonna buy that right now. I'm just really quickly looking to see if there's anything else that we need while we're here, because I hadn't really gotten to the point where I could figure out like what we were going to do after we bought this with the rest of the money. And I'm thinking that what we're going to do is buy a few more beehives, because you know they're $16 an hour. The maintenance for them is $8 a day. So they're a pretty good source of money. Now the one difference between these and these is these are $60 an hour, but we also don't have any cows to produce slurry. So I think what we're going to do actually, instead of buying any placeables, is actually buy, I think we needed this guy because we already own one of these, and apparently these hold 2 bales, which I didn't realize. So we're going to buy one of these, and then we'll run it over for the cows, and then we'll figure out how much cows are going to cost, because we should have everything that we need for them. Actually, let's really quickly get this guy going over to the shop. Let's see, farm to shop. There we go. Whoops, wrong mode. I always do that. But yeah, I've already taken the liberty of getting this in first place in the queue. I might have to record like a... Oh, my ear just popped. So now I can hear myself talking. It's really weird. But yeah, I might have to record a special edition of this course for combines, like because especially a lot of these big headers, I don't know, I have never had luck with a header trailer. So we're just gonna set this guy here, and then we're gonna record a combine, like a combine to the farm course, and that way these larger combines have space on the road. We're gonna wait. I should slow down time, just because we're not watching stuff. And let's see, how far away are you? You're a little far away. Pick up a few of these, and I believe I either put a load of grass bales or a load of hay bales already up where we need them. And if it was a load of if it was a load of grass bales, then it's definitely in round bales. And what we might have to do is make a course to take this little guy up to the cows, because I don't have a very good bale spike for my pallet forks. Yeah, we should be about halfway through the episode now. I am still a little bit sick, unfortunately. Like, it's been like 3 days. It's been almost a week since I got sick, and I'm still sick. And it's like, are you kidding me? It's like totally miserable, because I feel good if I take ibuprofen and keep up on that, but the second I let that lapse, it's like, oh, I just got hit by a tidal wave or something. I mean, it's a rotten feeling. And if any of you, I know, you know, there's people who get like sicknesses that actually affect them for their entire life, but it's like, how many of you have had a sickness that it's not quite severe enough to warrant going to the doctor, but if you don't at least take a pain medication, it just hurts like all day long? Because that's about the point I'm at. I think I did think that this is a water trough. Yeah, because we don't get an unload option there, so that's probably a water trough. This is where we buy the cows, and yeah, I only have those bales. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I really was hoping to find a bale wrapper by now, but even the best bale wrapper that I could find isn't updated to this version of the game yet. So I think what I'll have to do is so I think that, yeah, this is ready to run. So I'll just have it start, you know, mowing. And I need big mow 1. Good. And yeah, what I'll do is I'll have it mow, and then I'll get about half of it baled, and then wrap half of those bales, and then I'll run one load up to the cows, and another load I'll keep here. Yeah, we do need to start the harvest also, but the first thing we're going to do is get this running, because even with a bigger header, we should be able to finish this before it gets over here. Okay, there we go. And we'll just get this really quickly to the point where it'll start. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll make a course that'll drive from the farm to the cows and vice versa. And that way I can send automatic shipments of bales up there. I might even make a bale version of it. We also need a course that goes from here to the cows, since we're going to need to use... Oh, we're actually going to need to use this bucket up there, because I just realized that the cleanliness thing is something that's probably going to be affected on both of them. But down here, the only difference is we can bring in, you know, one type of bale. We will need... Do I even own a bale spike for the JCB? Because if I don't, I need to buy one. Yeah, I do. It's just sitting at the yard. So what I'll do is I'll take this... I'll go pick up this bale fork and then drive it and then make a course down to the cows. Because we can keep... I was going to say... Because we have two choices, practically. Is there really? Really? Oh, I know what this is. So this works. This is for the front loader. So this actually could probably be sold because I think just a standard bale spike works with round bales. I'll have to do a little bit of testing, but obviously I'll just do that off camera because, you know, I have all these courses I still have to make. But let's really quickly make this course. And we'll just set the cruise control. And basically what I'm going to do is the combine courses are basically going to drive in the middle of the road with traffic off. Because that way we have 2 lanes on either side to fit the header in. And I happen to know from making my mini-series that that will work. And are we still... Okay, we still are doing those. I guess we're just going so straight that it didn't put that many waypoints. And I think we're just going to have them go down the main road. We're not going to have them try going all the way to the farm. Because the likelihood is that somewhere along this road is where we need to start the harvest anyway. So, yeah. We'll just keep this going. Sorry if you guys can hear that cough. It's pretty raspy. My throat's pretty dry. One cool thing though is I got Dirt 3, and I got that because Humble Bundle had it free last night. I think the sale's over though because it only had about 5 or 6 hours when I got it. But yeah, Humble Bundle basically had Dirt 3 for free. So I got that, and I had it download over the night. So we might be doing a little bit of Dirt 3 on this channel. Just for fun. And now the most important thing. Waypoint and stop. And that is Combine Shop to Farm. Here we go. Make that distinction. And now what we can actually do is we'll find all the combine courses. Oops. Combine. And we can actually delete all of these field ones because they aren't relevant anymore. But what we can do if we put this in the right mode... Nope. And I think combine self-unloading is the mode that uses the worker. I never use it though. But anyway, what we can do... Actually, we're not going to even make combining courses since... Oh, wait, we do have to. Duh. I forgot. I was like, we don't even have to do that. But, yeah, we do. This is field 24. We are starting in the southwest, going north. Okay, I need to make sure I did that right. I totally did that wrong. I think it was... I always get these directions mixed up. We're actually in the northwest. That's part of the problem. Going east. So that would have helped. There we are. So I'll save this as field 24 combine. And what we'll do is we'll just delete all of these combining courses whenever we upgrade the combine. Oh crap. Okay. I always hate how it does that. I haven't found a way to make it consistently. Stop! You stupid thing! Come on. Just drive, you piece of crap. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I don't know why, but if you're too close to the first waypoint, it always tries to go to it. It's really annoying. We'll let that combine fill up because it doesn't matter that much. But yeah, I'll, once that mowing's done, I'll bring the bales up here. So I think what we'll do is we'll record a course that starts here, and this course will be from the cows to the farm, and then when I'm bringing those bales up, I'll record a course from the farm to the cows, and I'll probably have it. What I'll probably do is for the straw, once we run out of those round bales, is I'll bring up 16 square bales. And then what I might do is I might also bale 16 square bales, so that the only round bales we're dealing with are those silage bales. Of course, we'll have to see just how that goes, but that's the tentative plan for that. Another thing I have considered doing is buying a chaff wagon, but I don't know. And then we'll obviously need to either take up the loader with the bale spike. We could try buying a bigger loader, like that second size of loader attachment. Though I'm not sure if it would work on our Valtra. Well, we could try though. But yeah, we'll just get this to go back to the farm. Good. All's well. We got a clear shot. Good. And holy cow, look how big that is. Oh, that's so beautiful. That would have been about 3 to 4 passes with the default one. And let's see if we can spot the cow. I always call that the cow because it's the cow edition, but it's the Valtra. I was gonna say we should try and spot it, but I'm guessing that by now it's probably over there somewhere, because it has quite a ways to go. And I think the mowing course is either the only one it doesn't get stuck on, or it does actually get stuck. But anyway, so this is cows to farm, and yeah, we're just gonna keep the names really simple like that, for simplicity's sake. And I think that I parked my tipper up here, I believe. So we'll need to be in this mode. And good, it did automatically figure out which one it needs to be. Oh no. So the tipper is not... Oh wait, the tipper's over there. Okay, phew. Crisis averted. I was gonna be like, problems. So we'll do that, and then we'll come get this guy, and then we'll just drive around like this. Because I figured out that if you start it on this side of the course, it usually figures out what to do better than if you just start it out in the middle of a field. Of course, though, if you do start it out in the middle of a field, the automatic search also works, but minor details. And then we'll get this guy and put him on the cedar, since we'll just have the cow edition do all of the mowing and stuff, because it's the most powerful. And hopefully we can actually, you know, get a full one of those of hay bales down there without too much of a problem. If we do have problems, though, we can always use square bales if we figure out that it's better to use those. One thing I did try to do also was I did try to have my combine. I think it was under half a tank of fuel, and that's one thing I am going to try and do, is when I sell my equipment, since I had to refuel them so often, I'm gonna try and sell them when they're almost out of fuel, just because I don't know if it affects the price, but that way I won't have to, you know, if I sell them with a full tank of fuel, it's pretty well pointless. I could do an experiment though on whether or not that changes the price, but I'm guessing it doesn't, or if it does, it's not that big of a difference. And let's see, this guy's doing pretty good. We might not even have to dump once. So this one holds 21,000, so that should hold 3 or 4 full dumps from that combine. So this guy is over here, so he should be about done. So yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna be right back, just because all stuff to run the raking course, and then we'll have to bale this before the combine gets over here, either in round bales or square bales. So I'll be right back when it's time to bale it. Hello guys, I am back. So this guy's just about to finish up, and we actually, oh my gosh, what on earth did you do? Yeah, this guy's actually moving like really fast. But I've ran into a problem where if I have this guy automatically, you know, tend him, then he's going to be in the way of the baler. So I guess we'll just leave the automatic wagon off for now. But the good thing is that once that guy gets back around, we'll be able to start baling. And it doesn't appear these windrows at the bottom of the field don't appear to mess with the combine. And luckily, you know, the rake's done in this area, so now all we have to do is we'll probably bale just 16 hay bales, and then it's a good thing I didn't count on having straw since I planted soybeans, but I did plant soybeans again since we sold more. So we'll be getting quite a few soybeans. But yeah, so this guy, he's right up there actually, so we could probably, yeah, we can stop him now because there's not actually, come on guys, speed up already. There's not actually that much here because for some reason this doesn't grow very fast, and I don't know why, but it just doesn't grow at the same rate as everything else anymore. So yeah, let's just get this put back in the shed. Oh, and there, I don't know if you guys can see it from over here, but I believe it's, yeah, right there. I think either right there or, oh, right there is the bale spike for the oh, I totally forgot what it's called. Where on earth did I put that baler? Holy cow, for some reason I can't find the square baler now. But yeah, that bale spike's for the JCB, and that's where I've been keeping it. I think I stuck it over here, actually. I don't know why, but like, I've never had this problem this bad where I just cannot remember where on earth I stuck my machinery. Because, like, I've done that a few times this with this series where I'm like, now where on earth did I put that? We'll leave that off, because in the other game, you wouldn't get any penalty for keeping the baler on as long as the feed head wasn't down. But now, if you have the PTO on it, you know, penalizes you. Oh, I wonder if that's why we had issues there. But anyway, let's get this done. We'll just get it out of the way enough that that guy can do it. And I think we shall actually take over one straw bale, just to simplify things. So we'll have one straw bale over there, which it's fine. You just don't use up straw that fast. That's a very green bale, and I actually kind of wonder if it'd be a different, you know, shade if we didn't bale really green grass, but I don't know, because this is the first grass bale I've baled with the square baler. For some reason that raking went weird, so now we have these few extra splotches. So that's only 2 bales so far. Actually 3, I guess, since there's one sticking out of the back. And I guess if you count emptying out the baler, we have 4. Let's see though, so 1, 2, 3. I'm guessing it'll take all of the hay that's in this area, and maybe a little more, to make 16 bales. Now, of course, we're going to lose quite a bit of money doing it this way, but it'll also be a good, and we shouldn't have to, you know, we shouldn't have to refill this for quite a while. And I actually wonder, how much is a Mish station? We'd have to buy a modded trailer to have support with the Mish station, I think. So this is 32,000, and I think that you, let's see, what does it tell us what this makes? So I don't know if that tells you what the icon is for the actual mix, but I do remember having to buy a different trailer when I used the Mish station because it didn't make something compatible with the in-game vehicles. We'll miss a tiny bit there, but that's okay, because I always miss that. Let's see though. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How on earth did I miss that? That's either 9 or 10. 11 sticking out of the baler. So what if we just drive up to the top, I guess. So 12. Let's see. 11 is popping out the back. Then there's going to be 12. Come over here. Yep, 11, 12. Not doing a very good job. 13. Okay. 14. We might just settle for 14 if we can't get 15, 16. Let's see though. We got 14, so that would be 15. And if we can get, I believe, another 100%, we'll have 16 bales. So we'll do that. Is it gonna unload too? Yes, it is. So there's 15 and 16. Good. We won't put too much hay in there, since, you know, since we'll be baling grass with this, and I don't want to waste that much good hay. But now we better go grab this and get these bales out of the way. Okay. And yeah, the end of this episode is probably going to be, you know, getting everything set up. And because I still need to bale a few round bales and wrap them in silage. But yeah, next episode will definitely be buying cows, because what I'll do is I'll come on, get in there. I'll, you know, do all of them. Like, I'll finish baling everything else in round bales that I didn't bale with the square baler. And then I'll just run a single load of silage down there and sell all the other loads of silage that we get. And that way we'll have enough money to buy some cows. And that way we can figure out how long it'll take them to reproduce. And we actually might look and see, how long do our sheep have before we get a 14th sheep? Because I don't think I showed the 13th one being born on camera. But we do have 13 now. And the 14th one is probably going to come either right before or right after the next harvest. Let's get these picked up though. I actually might have only made 15. I might have miscounted unless there's one of them I misplaced. Huh. Whoops. 14, 15. So yeah, somehow I got one off. That's fine though. Come on. And yeah, once this is out of the way, we'll really quickly start the combine, because we should have enough out of the way that the trailer shouldn't have any problems anymore. Okay. So let's get over here. I will say, I love this combine so far. It is so nice, because look, it held this entire field. And that's only, what, 77%. I almost said 66, but I knew it was above 60. So let's get this. Yeah, and I think it messed up because it was trying to go over that little bit of hay there. So we'll do that. And I guess we'll just start that other one in a second. So this is the southeast going west on field 14. Good. Save this as field 14 combine. Combine. There we go. And now start her up. And hopefully we won't miss too much. Good. Start this guy too. There we go. He should be good now. And this guy actually finished. I'm not sure if he's going to till in that little bit of hay that we have right there. If he does, it's not that big a deal, but I hope he doesn't. Come on. Back up. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's go. Let's see. Okay, it did not till in the hay. That was one thing I was curious about. And that should be all the square bales. Yes, I hope. If not, well, then we're gonna have trouble, but, you know, who cares. So I guess let's run this over. So we'll start recording this. And I was gonna say we could try and have it in fieldwork mode, but then it would go really slow. Because I was gonna say, oh, we could just have it auto unload, but then I was like, no, that's too much to deal with. So we won't worry about that. Anyway, let's take this up there, and then all we need is the silage, and we'll be good. But we'll do that next episode, though, because what I like to do is, if we're experimenting with something totally new, like I don't know how much different the cows are in this version, so we'll experiment with them next episode after I've gotten silage over there. And I almost forgot, I do need to run the water over there, so we'll probably have to run a tractor down to go pick up that water and bring the skid loader back. So yeah. Anyway, let's see actually. Where's the best place to turn off to get to the farm? It looks like the same one that we turn off to go to the spinnery is a good one. Yeah. So that third one, so this one should be good. And yeah, because there's the spinnery. And I did sell the wool that was sitting there. I couldn't remember whether or not I sold it. I think I got 10,000 for it because the price was good. So now we'll bring this over here. So that must be a just grass place. That's where we get the liquid manure from. And after we get, you know, some of this stuff, like the cows, we're probably going to set a waypoint and stop it. And farm to cows. But yeah, what we're gonna do afterward is we're gonna buy 1 or 2 greenhouses, because those produce, let's see, what was it? So for 5,000 more, the greenhouses produce, do these both produce the same? Yes, I guess it's just whichever one you prefer, lettuce or tomatoes. But it would take us 4 of these beehives to produce the same or a little bit more than 1 of these every hour. Of course, we also have to keep these supplied with water and fertilizer, though. And I don't dare buy one at 25,000 if we don't have any liquid manure, since I'm not even sure if they function without liquid manure. But yeah, now that we've got that here, I'm guessing that's our trailer causing problems. I think what we'll do is we shall make a wide turn, and then we'll just drop this off over here, and then we'll put the silage bales next to this. We actually can stay pretty far forward. And yeah, because I think that the ratio that is ideal for that is usually 2 bales of each of these to 1 bale of silage. But I did notice, though, that this only holds 16,000 in it. So we might have to see if we can find a modded machine, or use our straw blower over there to break up the silage bales into a more manageable size. So now let's send this back to farm. Is it cows to farm? There it is. Good. Good. I said good. You're supposed to be good if I say good. And there we go. And yeah, now let's go find out. Of course it's this guy getting stuck. He's an idiot. Like, I don't know why, but this guy's a total idiot in this version. So yeah, once this guy gets back, I'll do that, bailing off camera. But I'm gonna actually call that an end to this episode, just because I do need to, you know, whoa, I forgot I unhooked that. I do need to deal with these guys a little bit, and then I do need to run the skid loader, or just the regular loader down there. Except I would have to buy. Does the regular loader actually have a bale spike? Because if it does, we might buy a bale spike. It does, but we already own a bale spike. I'll have to figure out where I put it though. Actually, I think I've been using my bale spike as a pallet fork. I just remembered, because my pallet fork is sitting off to one side, but I've been using my bale spike like a pallet fork, I think is what happened. And I think we can actually sell this, if we want to. How much would it sell for though? Because it's not worth. Yeah, it's worth $1,000. And we don't really need it since we're using auto stackers now. But we might keep it around for sentimental reasons or something like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to finish this, and is that guy home yet? He's almost home. Let's actually test and see if putting the waypoint fixed our problem. So, I'll get out, and we'll watch over here, and if it doesn't try turning around and going back to the farm, we're in business. Because that is one annoying problem without using the waypoint. So we should stop. Yes, and they'll stay there forever. So we fixed that little problem we were having. Cause yeah, let's actually hook on to that. Yeah, cause I think this is the pallet fork. Yeah, this is the pallet fork. So I've actually been using the bale spike as a pallet fork accidentally. Yeah, look at that. There's our bale spike. So I'll run this down to the farm. And I'll use this to take down the load of silage bales. That way we have our most powerful tractor down there. And I might also bring down one of the tractors. One of the little tractors. And I'll definitely sell a bunch of silage. All the silage that isn't going down to there, I will sell. That way we'll have enough money, because I believe... I can't actually check the prices of cows, but I believe they are pretty expensive. So yeah, I'm gonna get started with that, especially around these fields where we're done. Oh, I missed a little bit there somehow. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching. My name is the Rad Man. Goodbye.